I'm literally as far back as I can possibly go.
Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I've got a Fishing for Soldiers charity tournament this morning. I slept in a little bit. I'm going to try to be pretty laid back about this one. We can fish any body of water, and when I went to bed last night, my original plan was to start on Watts Bar and then go fish the Holston with some current, cooler water for smallmouth. And I just decided, to see what time is it, just about 2 minutes ago, that I'm not going to do that at all, actually. I'm going to do something totally different. I'm going to go pick a random spot on Chickamauga, and I've never been there before, never seen it. I'm going to go fish it, just go fishing and have a good time. I have no idea what that is going to produce, but like I said, the nice thing about these fun charity tournaments is there's really nothing to lose. I think you can win some money, but this is just about having a good time, donating to a good cause, and going out there and trying to catch some fish. I think we've got 67 guys signed up for this tournament, so definitely some good sticks in there. Let's make some coffee, eat a couple donuts, and get out on the water. Let's go. All right, so I just got my first fish on the board. 16 1/4. So I've never fished here before, so it's been interesting. I fished a spinner bait. I fished a little bit of topwater. No luck. So I am now kind of just skipping Texas rig worm along these laydowns. And it's about as fun as it looks. I mean, this is Chickamauga. Aren't these fish supposed to eat like small animals? Something cool. Couldn't get them to touch top water. And I've seen some big gizzard shad back here. Good thing is, this creek does have a lot of diversity. So I feel like there'll be some options. Kind of like this grass edge right here. You can kind of barely see where that grass end starts. So again, this is just this is kind of a fun tournament. Yeah, you can still win some money, but it's kind of nice to have this laid back kind of feeling about it. If you had a book that said Bass Fishing 101, there'd be a picture of this bank in that book. Oh God, a fish. Will that happen? But I'm pretty sure it's not going to measure. No. Oh, but there's a bunch of bass that just came up and out of the water up here. I wonder if I can catch them on this. I'm going to catch those. Those were bass. Like, well, I didn't catch anything. I better pull off and slow down a little bit. I don't think they're on this moving bite at all. I'm gonna put that up. Oh, I missed another one. Oh, I'm not gonna get my limit today. It's pretty tight quarters in here. All right. It's a real unhealthy looking fish. It's not good. 16 1/2 though. Well, I'm on my way to 80 inches. there was one there. Oh, dang it. Whoops. I mean, I couldn't even set the hook on that. All of you freaking Tennessee boys have cousins that live way back in the sticks of all these little creeks and hollers. Absolutely wild. Where can I get me one of those cousins? No, I didn't hear any gobbles, but I heard a bunch of hens and they were popping off left and right. I tried to talk to them a little bit. These mosquitoes are so bad. They're everywhere. Oh my God, I got a fish. What is that? Another little 11-incher? Nope, 10. I didn't see any. I mean, there's bait all over back here. I've seen all kinds of big gizzard shad. I didn't see anything blowing up, and I couldn't even get a look on top water. I know. I should have had I should have had 4 16-inch-ish fish in here. I lost 2 of them. One on a spinnerbait, one on the little destroyer weightless. They're not being super aggressive right now. Barely moving. How wide is that creek you're in? I wish I had 10 yards right now. I just skipped it as far back as I could possibly go, and I can't. There's a big lay down across there. I can't. I'm not getting past that. Let's see, there's fish sitting back there. Well, I reckon there's probably 3. Hang on just a minute and I'll prove it. And that looks like there ought to be 3 back there. It's probably one of those things, those fish have their noses right up on the bank. Man, the bugs are so bad back here. Man, I thought for sure that was going to get bit. Man, this deep bank looks really, really good. This can't... Oh, yeah, that was a terrible cast. Something I can't do very well is skip with my backhand. Something just picked it up right there, but it was small. Yeah, something had a hold of it, but it was little. All right, see if I can't turn my boat around here. Gosh, I don't know if I can get out of here. Well, I guess that answers that question. How wide is this creek? About 14 foot. Man, look at that cut bank. That looks... You know there's fish under there. That's one thing I need to get a little better at, is skipping these banks in tight quarters. That is clearly one thing I need to get a lot better at, is oh, those are thorns. Probably make one more cast. Call it good back here. It's a little fish, but it's a fish. I'll take it. I hope that measures. I'm not sure if it will or not. Oh, yeah, sure enough. All right, so there's 3 really crappy fish. I'm gonna kind of wait for that creek to reload. I think there's a pretty good amount of 16-inch fish in there. I can't even, if there was any wind going on out there, I wouldn't be able to feel it where I'm at. Oh, dang it. Yep. It's a little spot where there's kind of a little grass flat right here. I missed 2 fish here now. There we go. That's a little better fish too. Oh, come here. Oh, I don't have a net. I don't have a net. Oh, he's here. Okay. Chill out. Chill out. Got you. All right. I'll take that. So that's why I hate leaving my rods like that, because there's no way I was gonna be able to get my net. That's probably an 18 or so. Put this fish in the net while I... Man, that line just barely ticked. Always leave the fish in the net when you're getting ready for a photo. Let them be good to them. We're 18 and a half. Okay, well, there's 4 fish. Let's hang out back in this creek and see if we can't make something else happen. I mean, that fish was right where he should have been. Skipped it up underneath that cut bank. Shady and a little cooler back here. Let's see if he's got any more friends hanging out. So I could spit on either side of this bank right now. That's about what you have to do right there. That 18 and a half, his nose is facing right into that bank. Yeah, there's definitely fish under there. I completely botched that cast. There's a little point right there. I got bit on last time. Let's see if I can't do that again. So I'll upload my fish as soon as I get 5. I hate not having a limit in uploading fish. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and upload my fish. All right. So I need another decent fish and I'll be in the top 2. I know there's more fish back in this creek. That's it right there. Not hooked very good, but that is a limit. Oh yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. 14 3/4. All right, I'm in 4th right now. This is one of my absolute least favorite ways of fishing. So I'm in 4th, barely out of 2nd by about 3 inches. What do I do? You don't snag up. It's like the last thing you want to do when you got an hour left to pull. Yeah, I could start doing fun stuff now. Frogging a little bit. I'm not totally sure what I want to do right now. I probably should try to cull this fish. I should probably need to cull 2 fish. All right, guys, so I just wrapped up with the awards. I barely made it to check-in on time. I was about an hour and a half away from check-in, and by the time I loaded my boat up and got there, I had approximately 35 seconds to spare. The GPS said I was going to be late. The GPS doesn't know me. I put the pedal to the metal, got there in time, and I took 5th place. So kind of cool. 5th place out of 66, 67 people is definitely not bad. And especially not for just kind of having a relaxing, fun day on the water. This was kind of a neat deal. I've never been able to fish the Fishing for Soldiers event. It's for a great cause. They've been doing it now, I think, for 5 or 6 years. So definitely kind of cool to be a part of that. So like I said, let's kind of recap a little bit. With this tournament, I went to a spot that I'd never even laid eyes on before, just to go do something different and just to have fun, most importantly. I wanted to go out there, just throw a couple of rods. I didn't even bring all of my stuff, and I wanted to just essentially go fishing. And that's what I did. As you can see, I went way back in that creek. It was pretty skinny water, and my Pro Angler 14 managed just fine. And all those fish, at least the big largemouth, as you could tell, were nosed up under those cut banks and on the wood there. And it seemed like the smaller spots were kind of in the grass in the middle of the creek. So definitely kind of a neat pattern there and a lot of fun. I love kind of getting to those little waterways that are more difficult for a boat. What I found to be really productive was definitely had to be weightless baits. I could not buy a bite on top water. I couldn't get bit with moving baits, aside from the 2 fish I missed on early on. But skipping those weightless plastics up, underneath the bank and around the laydowns and whatnot, and just letting it sit there painfully slow was kind of the ticket this time. It's just kind of crazy. I think it's neat to see how far up creeks those bigger bass will push. That one that I broke off felt like a really good fish and definitely probably would have helped me. But this was such a refreshing change of pace from the more serious tournaments. It kind of goes to show that you go out there, just relax, have fun, do your thing, do what you're confident in. You're probably going to catch fish. So really good lesson to learn and to keep in mind, especially when I'm going into a big tournament on Lake Gunnersville and we get to fish against the one and only Jordan Lee. Maybe Jason Lambert. I've heard rumors. We'll see if he shows up. But it'd be really awesome for us to be able to have a chance to fish against Jordan. That guy is incredible. He's one of my fishing idols and just truly a class act. So I think for that tournament, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go find an area I know there's fish. I'm just going to go have a good time and let the cards fall where they may. So I'll try to do another tournament recap on that one. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned a little bit. Always remember, relax, go out, have fun. At the end of the day, it's just fishing.